Good afternoon, everybody. This is Ricky. I'm doing a quick review on the new archetype that is coming out of Monsters, the Magnifistorm. Do not butcher me if I say it wrong, because I'm pretty sure I did. Um, and their emphasis on the quick play spell card Mythical Space Typhoon. Now, what I want to discuss is this is the first time in a very long time that they have done something to a card type with a monster. I want to say the last time I can remember, it's probably been other times as well, would be like the Dark Eradicating Magician out of the structure deck that becomes that you can use Dark Magician to summon, and he does 1,000 damage per normal spell card. So what I'm referring to is basically these monsters give a certain type of cards additional abilities in a sense. Now, one of the first quick play spell cards to come out came out in Magic Rulers, and there were three of them. Two of them weren't that good, but one of them was Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, how these monsters work is if a quick play spell, one of their boss monsters, the Great Pyra Phoenix, is if a quick play spell card is activated, you can spell summon this card from your hand. If a quick play spell card is activated while on the field, you can target up to two cards your opponent controls, shuffle them into the deck. And if Mythical Space Typhoon is activated while this card is in your grave, you can special summon this monster. Now, at first, you would just think Mythical Space Typhoon, but you don't even need Mythical Space Typhoon to use the vast majority of this monster's abilities. So any good quick play spell card works. And I'm going to mention 5 old school quick play spell cards that I think are going to drastically go up in price once players realize to use them. Now, Mystical Space Typhoon has been reprinted so many times, the original one out of Magic Rules may go up in price, but you really can't have too much of a crazy price because of it's been printed out so many times. So first, we're going to look at the monsters, and I'm gonna mention the ones that will be useful and ones that are basically just trash, unless you're going for exceeds. This one here, Vortex Beauty, horrible. It's just not good. You require Mystical Space Typhoon in the graveyard to use most of its effects. Yes, you can summon him with any quick play, but the rest of its effects you need Mystical Space Typhoon, and he's just a 3,000 wall. That's it. So he's trash. Wouldn't touch it. Wouldn't get it. The Phoenix, get 3 copies if you can, but chances are it's going to jump up in price. It's probably going to end up getting restricted if the deck pops off too much. Next, we have the out of the Storm Krathia. Don't even get me started on this one here. Can't be sure about like this first effect. Ignore it. Just ignore it. It's probably not going to be that great because like you can play Regeki on it, and guess what? That's a spell card on the field that will die. So that there, most of that main effect there, utterly worthless. Who cares? It's 2,200, 1,200 defense. Um, Effective, a quick play spell card. So just like the original Phoenix, any quick play spell card activated, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal specimen, you can add either another Magnifistorm Storm, one of them except for it, from the deck to your hand, or Mystical Space Typhoon. So if you have one in your hand and you need another quick play spell card, you got Mystical Space Typhoon. And always remember, Mystical Space Typhoon can destroy itself. Or if you have the Phoenix in the graveyard, get Mystical Space Typhoon activated, special from the graveyard. So this one here will be worth having 3 copies of it. Because like I said, it can come out with any quick play spell card, which is an automatic bonus. And what that basically means is take a card, Mystical Space Typhoon, which I'm ranking number 5. Now, mind you, my ranking system is cards that are obviously going to be better, but I'm going to be naming cards that will be better than they originally were because it is cards that weren't that good. And Mystical Space Typhoon is definitely number 5. And these are old school cards, mind you. The next creature, Iridam. Iridam, that's probably how you say it, hopefully. Mystical Space Typhoon. If you have Mystical Space Typhoon in your graveyard, so he's already in a bad spot because you need Mystical Space Typhoon in the graveyard, so he's already doing bad. Once per turn, if this card is a normal specimen, you can add one of them or Mystical Space Typhoon. I might put one in the deck just because he's technically a normal summon searcher. But his first effect, that one is not that good. I probably put one in the deck just because you can summon him and search him. You might want to put two in the deck, but 1 to 2 maybe. Now let's look at this little weird ass one here. Megala. Another one that has to have Mystical Space Typhoon in your graveyard, or your opponent controls no spells or traps. Okay, I didn't pay attention to that. That's actually not. That's mediocre. If you can wipe them, you can spell some of this card. So it's not great, but it is a 3-star, easy to summon. If a quick play spell card Mystical Space Typhoon is activated, you can spell summon one. We got one Storm. We're gonna call him Storm because that name is a mouthful and a half for me. Storm monster from your deck with a different name from the monster you control. Also, you cannot specify them for the rest of the turn except wind monsters. So right there, that's a big negative. That makes it only want to use the wind deck. So that there hurts it a lot. I might put one of them in the deck, maybe. But the fact matter is he can special summon any of them. So summon, activate it, and you can get somebody on the field. So you can probably get a 3-star dude. Like that one there is not great because it prevents you from going anything but win. So it's very restrictive to you. So that one there is hit or miss, personally speaking, but it forces you into a very specific archetype. The quick play spell card. Activate one of these effects once per turn. Draw 2 cards, then discard one storm card or one quick play spell card. And if you do not have either, discard your entire hand. So that's not bad, but it's basically a hand destruction, basically. But add one Mystical Space Typhoon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. That's okay for the second effect. Like it's not bad, but it's not great. Like I said, it could be classified as a hand destruction, reckless greed, maybe one in the deck, but it can only add Mystical Space Typhoon. Yes, you can get it from your deck or your hand or deck, but perfectly honest, Mystical Space Typhoon is not going to carry a match. They got some extra effects, but it's, okay. The continuous trap card. Shuffle it into your deck, then draw 1 card. Okay. Once per turn, you can target 3 quick play spell cards in your graveyard, including a Magnifistorm Storm card, and apply these effects in sequence. Shuffle it in the deck, then draw 1 card. Wind monster control will gain 300 attack defense for the rest of the turn. Once per chain, Mystical Space Typhoon is activated. You can target 1 face-up card your opponent controls. Negate its effects, and if this card is destroyed by the effect of Mystical Space Typhoon, you can set this card. Most of these effects kind of suck. But because of how well this deck runs with getting quick play spell cards in your deck, this shuffle them into the pick 3 of them or the monster, shuffle them in deck and draw a card. That will be very nice. But like I said, you can only use the effects, so they're making a lot of cards where you can't just stack them. So you may have 2 in the deck, but more than likely just 1 just for the shuffle effect and drawing a card. Because it helps you re-get your supplies. And like I said, it goes for any quick play spell card. And this is going to lead into the whole point of this here, which, like I said, that is going to be a good card there. Add one of these Stanza Tribute. Add 1 level 4 lower storm monster from your deck to your hand. Add 1 Mystical Space Typhoon from your deck to your grave or deck to graveyard to your hand. That there is like mediocre. Because like I said, some of the monsters are not great. And because of how easy they are to specimen from the hand, it's really not going to be OP. Now, mind you, you activate it, you get a card, and you specimen one of the other ones. That's not bad by no means, but it's not going to be, because of how easy they come out anyway. I might put this at 1, but it's not going to be amazingly OP. I don't think I've seen this one yet. Mother Suen, I guess maybe. If you have mystical space type in your graveyard or your opponent controls no spell trap cards, same effect as the rest of them, you can spell summon once per turn this way. If this card is normal spell summon, you can add one spell trap. Ooh, Magnifistorm, spell trap, or one mystical space type in your deck. You had junk it, junk it, junk it, junk it. No good, no good. Send one storm monster from your deck to the graveyard. Add one junk it. No good. You might as well just get Fool's Burial. I mean, that's what it is basically. Junk. I wouldn't. Cause look, you can only get one of them. You might as well get something that gets you any monster you might need. So this here is another junk card. It's got a few good cards here and there. But this you can add one Magnifistorm Speller Trap. Like I said, it's too detailed. It's not worth it. I wouldn't bump it. So like I said, that's gonna be a junk card. Far as I can tell, you're not just one for that one there. You're not gonna be able to make a full deck out of this here deck. You're just not. They don't have enough cards right now. They got some decent monsters. By all means, they might pop out with a few more that I don't know about. But you'll be able to play these in quite a few decks of your own style. Now, what we're going to look at is, like I said, old school quick play spell cards. Quick Mystical Space Typhoon is going to be an honorary mention. It's not going to be OP. It's not going to be busted. And we're about to go through quite a few of these here. Right now, we are in Metal Raiders. Pharaoh's Servant. And there's nothing in there that's going to be super OP. Category, continue spells. Let's get down to the quick play spell cards. This is going to be longer than I want. Defusion is not going to be that great. But this one here, Offering to the Doomed, was a common card back in the day. The effect... Oh, there's a reprint of that one. I might get that when I get a chance. Is target one face-up monster on the field, destroy that target, also skip your next draw phase. Now, back in the day, it wasn't a bad card, but skipping your draw phase can mean life or death. But in the current, with these monsters here, though, with these monsters here, imagine it. Special summon the Great Pyro Phoenix to the field. Activate Offering to the Doom. Destroy one of their monsters, and then return two of their cards in the opponent's deck. You skip your next draw phase, but you just minus your opponent 3 cards. And it's a quick play spell card. Play it during your opponent's turn, whatever. And same thing with this one here. Add one Magnifistorm card or Mystical Space Time from your deck to your hand. Oh, wait, that's normal summon. My bad. So, activate Offering to the Doom to destroy a monster. Special summon this one here, and then you get to add a Magnifistorm card from your deck. So you basically counteract the effect of it. So this one here is going to be either tier 2 or 1 of number 1 or 2 on my list of cards that's going to jump up in price because of how it works. And the best part with the Phoenix, if you activate Offering to the Doomed and his effect procs, if your opponent does not have a card that negates the effect, the activation and effect of Tribute to the Doom, they will miss the timing. Because when you activate Offering to the Doom, before you can destroy anything, his effect activates. Which means he gets to return 2 cards. But then your opponent cannot chain to negate the effect of Offering to the Doom's destruction because they miss timing of it. Because when it's activated, the Phoenix's effect activates, which adds 2 cards, which adds more cards to the deck. And the joke is, even this one here will cause the opponents to miss timing for trying to negate the effect. So if they can't negate the activation of it, then they can't do nothing to it. as you see, there's not a lot of quick play spell cards. Defusion is not that good unless you got a fusion deck. Legacy of Darkness, they do not add a lot of quick play spell cards. Look, only 2 more. We got Super Rejuvenation. I forgot about that one. I actually had that card. I forgot about it. Okay, during the end phase of turn, this card was activated. Draw a number of cards equal to the combined number of dragon monsters you discarded or attributed from your hand or field this turn. That's not going to be really good for the deck unless you're trying to play a combination of the dragon deck. If you can pull it off, you pull it off. This one here, on the other hand, Emergency Provisions, was not a good card. But activating it, if you combo it with... Give me a second. I'm just pulling that up as a second. See if I can make sure I get it right. Dark Offering, I got the card too, and I just looked it up. I just looked that card up. It took me a minute to track it back down too. Give me a half a second. Here we go. It wasn't Dark Offering, it was Dark Coffin. Dark Coffin. Now, this was always a combo you could do, but it was only so good. Discard 1 random card in your opponent's hand. Select one monster. It's got to be destroyed while on your side of the field, and your opponent activates one of the following effects. It has very few printings of this card, so it doesn't have a lot. Let's see here. I don't know if this page has got rulings or not. Trivia. Here we go. Rulings. This card is only activated if sent from the field to the graveyard. There is no way to activate this card while it's set on the field. The effect of Dark Coffin is activated in the graveyard, so its effect is not negated by Jinzo. Let's see here. There you go. That's the best part. You cannot choose an effect you cannot fulfill. So what's going to be so good about that is if you activate Emergency Provisions while you have 2 of them on the... If you have the Phoenix on the field, activate Emergency Provisions. It's going to destroy this here. And the Phoenix is on the field, and that your opponent has 2 cards. The Phoenix is going to return the 2 cards, and then Emergency Provisions are going to activate, destroying the Dark Coffins, and then your opponent has to discard 2 cards. That means your opponent is going to end up being minus 4 cards unless they need those cards in the graveyard. But, like I said, there's still a good chance you'll minus your opponent 4 cards off this effect. I want to put Emergency Provisions as a 5. And the only reason I say that is because it needs Dark Coffin, or if you find another card like that to go full effect. Let's see here. Another quick play effect spell card. Super Divination. Like I said, you see here, we don't get a lot of them. And these cards that I'm pointing out were not good for the longest time. They have like mediocre effects, but they're not OP cards. But because of the effect of these monsters, that's going to allow them to pop off a lot better than they ever did before. Now here is where we get to have some fun. Pyramid Energy. I forgot about this one. You can select to activate one of the following effects. Increase the attack of all face of monsters on the field by 200 points at the end phase. This card is activated. Increase the defense of face-up monster on the field. That card we got better options than that. We're going to ignore that one. It is not bad, but we're going to ignore that one. This one here, but Book of Moon, hands down, is going to be a top tier item. Book your opponent's monster, special summon. Book your opponent's monster, search for a monster. return 2 cards. This one here is basically, this deck is giving all these quick play spell cards additional effects. So if they have one effect that's already good, they're about to get 2 more effects, which makes them even better. So Book of Moon is going to be in the top 5. I want to say probably 3. I want to say 3. Merchant Business, I want to say going to be 5 because it's going to take a bit. Offering to the Doom is definitely, I want to say tier 2, tier 1. It's going to be a tier 1 item that's going to just jump up in price. Like I said, it's low. It's dirt cheap. But it's got a decent number of printings, apparently. Now, let's see here to the next one. I'm not going to go beyond too much farther because, like I said, there's not a lot of quick play spell cards. Like, it's just not a lot of them. There's a decent number of them, but it's not. Okay, we have combination attack. No. Poison of the Old Man. No. Jaw Robber. No. Spell Book. I swear, some of these cards are so old, I don't even know about them. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, then return them at the top of your deck in any order. Mediocre. I wouldn't put it in there. My Body as a Shield has been a good item for a long time. And this item here is definitely going to be worth getting your hands on because it is definitely number, I'll say number 4. Because it does cost you a lot of life points. And if they activate it, you activate it to protect your Phoenix. You destroy the card that activated, and you return 2 cards on the field. Like I said, that's going to be another card that's going to definitely jump up in price, and it's going to be very vital to the deck itself. Because what's going to make this deck so good is not the current quick play spell cards, but the old school ones that are so good, but not amazing. But this here is going to breathe new life into cards that were mediocre to decent and make them absolutely amazing. Look at it. Look at this here. Only one quick play spell card in this whole deck there. A Deal with Dark World. If a level 8 or higher monster under your control was sent to the graveyard this turn, special summon, ignore. Ignore. Like I said, Invasion of Chaos. Like I said, as you're seeing, we have very few quick play spell cards. We do not have a lot of them at all. Look, only 2. Dedication through Light and Darkness? No. Reload. Activate this card and special summon your Phoenix, and then shuffle your hand back into your deck, and then draw whatever card you send back to your deck if you need something else. So this here is going to be another card that is going to jump up in its sought after. I want to say tier. I want to make it an honorary mention because it is shuffling your deck back into your hand. But like I said, you activate it. I get to special summon a Phoenix, or the Phoenix on the field. You activate this card, shuffle your hand back into your deck, bring out your draw. Say you have 4 cards altogether, activate it. I shuffle 3 cards back into my deck, and I add 3 more. But the Phoenix bounces back 2 cards the opponent's side of the field. That, like I said, that's gonna be so good. There's so many tricks for this here because it's a quick play effect, and because of that, it doesn't say during your turn. So you can, unless it says during your turn only, you can activate that card during your opponent's turn as well. I got to cut this video down soon because I'm about to run out of time. It's getting way too long. Look, quick play spell. Mystic Walk. Let's see what you do. Tribute 1 monster, select either its attack or defense, and gain that as life points. I don't know. That's not bad, but it's not something I would recommend. We're about to get some real good stuff here. Let's see. Soul Reversal, return 1, flip, nope. Order of Charge, target 1 non-token normal monster you control, tribute that normal monster. If you do, destroy 1 monster. No, that's junk. But enemy controller. People, change the monster to the defense position and return 2 cards. Change the monster to the defense position and special summon a monster. Tribute 1 of your monsters, special summon. Like, there's so many combos for that there. This here card is going to jump up, like, okay, ignore that high-end crazy stuff, but, you know, whatever. This card here is going to be so good. It's going to be another sought-after one. I want to say it's going to be tier 1. It's going to be the top 1 card that's going to jump up in the price the most. It's been printed a lot. I have several copies of it myself. Now, there's one card, I don't think I'm going to get to it in time because I just don't think it, I think it's that far down there from the card. Like I said, these are old cards. These are old decks. I want you to think about this here. Look, 2004. Most of y'all probably weren't even fucking born yet. My apologies for the language. Mind Wipe. I think that's the one where if you activate it, return control of monsters. Yeah. Nah, screw, bump that one. It's too many tricks you got to play for that one. There, it's not that good. I feel like that should be more cards in that there than it is. Whatever. Rise of Destiny. Quick play. Look. Serial Spell. Malice. That one there is not. You gotta discard too many cards. Your whole hand. Malice Disperse. Discard one card to show off face of continuous trap cards. Another junk card. Like I said, that there's no good either. It's too. It's just not that good. We're not even gonna mention the words. It's just not that good. Look. The Big March of Animals. We trying to remember. All phase of beast monsters you control gain 200 attack for each beast monster you control until the end. Junk. I'm gonna stop at this one here. Then I'm gonna do a few cards. I'm gonna mention one card. I'm gonna show two cards that I think is gonna be. Oh wow. No, they didn't even have no quick play spell cards. Like I said, this is how rare quick play spell cards. Okay, I want to get the one that's got a quick play spell card. We might as well have it where we can end on. Okay, we got two. Transcendent Wings Bubble Shuffle. That's Bubble Man's thing, ain't it? Yeah, junk that one. Too detail. Wing Crebo. Look, like I said, not that good. Not that good. I can't stop. It's an addiction now, ain't it? Gateway to Dark World. It's not gonna be that good. You can't special summon, so that negates the whole premise of the effect itself. Photo generator. Oh yeah, another junk one. Okay, now two honorary mention cards I'm gonna mention. Ego Boost. It is not a very powerful card, but it gives the monster 1,000 attack point boost. And if you manage to get the Phoenix out at 3,000, you activate Ego Boost, putting him at 4,000. You can then bounce back two cards to the hand, or activate it. Oh wait. Ooh, never mind. Get Rush Recklessly. Rush Recklessly better. That there's only during the battle phase. Get Rush Recklessly if you decide to get one for an attack boost. I did not mean that one. It is not great. It's only 700 attack, but it's a quick play spell card. So activate on your Phoenix. He goes from 3,000 to 3,700 and bounces back two cards. And another one I want to mention. Half. Okay, here's another one. Half shot. Like I said, you can use it to cripple an enemy's monster and return multiple ones to the deck. You can use it to keep your Phoenix alive if they're trying to beast over it, mind you, or use it to protect one of your other weaker monsters. Like I said, it's got uses for it. So this is another honorable mention, and it's like I said, it's not printed a lot. But my recommendation is look through a lot of old school quick play spell cards that you can play with these monsters. There's going to be a lot of combos for them that you're just going to be able to pop off and just absolutely obliterate your enemy with. Now, mind you, I don't think they're going to be able to be their own deck, and because of that, they might be cheap in the beginning. So get what you can, but you will be able to structure a deck around them if you can use the quick play spell cards. They will be able to have some fun. And just remember, yeah, but they should be a good deck. It should be some good cards, breathing life into a lot of them. So y'all better get Book of Moons while you can. Get the Offerings to the Doomed. That card will go up in price because, like I said, a quick play that I can destroy. Okay, people, have a good one.